July the 18th, bloody dogs barking. Today we're going to try a new lake. I have every rod and reel still in its spraw glove, absolutely packed full of gear. Sunday there's a club event on a lake that I had never heard of until yesterday. We're headed there. It's about a 2-hour drive away. I couldn't find anybody who knew where a launch was. I couldn't find anybody who knew if there was predominantly largemouth or smallmouth. We're totally going into this 100% blind. I know where the lake is. I don't know where the launch is. I don't know what fish are in. You know, I don't know if we're fishing largemouth or smallmouth. And the lake's not on the Navionics, so there's no lake maps for this lake that I could find so far. We had a good weekend fishing Rice, which is one of the highest pressured lakes in Ontario. And now it sounds like we're going to a lake with no pressure. So pressured lake, non-pressured lake, we're gonna get a little away with a little more at this lake, but we gotta find out if there's smallmouth, we gotta find out if we're catching largemouth, and we gotta find a boat ramp. So we are on our way. We're late. I don't know how much time we're gonna have down there, but we're wasting time talking here. Let's get on the road and catch some fish. Over an hour and a half to get here. Cold front last night, dipped down to 15 degrees, back up to 20 now, around 9:30. Dirty east wind going on out there, but it's kind of exciting to fish a new lake. You know what? I'm not gonna give you the name of this lake just because it's a smaller lake. I don't mind giving out the names of the tournament lakes because they get pounded, but this smaller lake, if you know where I am, you're gonna get a look at what's here, and if you can figure it out, come check it out. But these smaller lakes with not a ton of pressure, I'm not gonna give the names out, but with a little bit of Google mapping and that stuff, I'm sure you can figure out where I am. Club event here on Sunday. It's not really pre-fishing, this is more like just having a look at the lake. It's tough conditions with a cold front and an east wind, so need to get this boat on the water and just have a look around. I don't believe there's any Navionics maps for this lake, I've been told, so it's going to be all visual. We're going to take her easy for we don't lose the lower end, hopefully catch some bass, figure something out.
Fishing. It's the big one of the day so far. I don't even think you go 2 pounds. You are kryptonite, and I am burning up inside. You are kryptonite, I am burning up inside. You gotta check this out. Look at this thing. Look at him. We're gonna hunt him down. You guys see that again? What's that? That was the coolest thing ever. He is so much closer than he looks on camera. Bro, where's the big fish? Call 911, ring the alarm. Cool me down cause I'm a firestorm. Okay. Here's an absolute style of it. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You are kryptonite, I am burning up inside. I got a feeling then, because obviously if you catch some of the loads, you're going to do alright. Green fish, you might actually go 2 pounds. You are kryptonite, and I am burning up inside. All of it. And I don't even think he's 12 inches. Where is your mom?
An absolute billion fish in that lake, but they all seem to be between 10 and 12 inches. 3 that I would say okay fish for this lake. This is going to be a really interesting club tournament on Sunday. I'm kind of excited now. In the United States, the guys fishing the Bassmaster Elite Series Tour and the Walmart Tour, they fish a lot of lakes like this. We're really lucky in Canada. We have, 20 pounds anywhere you go is usually what the mission is, but there's a lot of small fish here. I know for sure there's 4 or 5 pounders, just not a lot of them, and there's not a lot of 3s, so it's gonna be kind of exciting to fish an event where you got to get your 12 inchers, but you got to get like a legit kicker. Whoever catches 4 pounder and 4 to 12 inchers probably gonna win this event, unless I really miss something. But super fun day. The all I could get them to hit really was a black mini jig, but I used a green and blue fleck craw chiller. I saw millions of little bluegill in good weed, bad weed, but wherever you found them, you could catch a fish. So I'm kind of excited to fish an event where it's not a slugfest of 20 pounds. This is going to be, who can just grind out the most, dinks. So and there's nothing wrong with having a day where you catch 40 or 50 little guys. I'm kind of excited, a change of pace from the norm. Somebody's going to get a dandy out there. I heard 2 cottagers told me there's big fish in here. Just got to pick through them. It's a beautiful lake, and you can catch fish on the jig. For being so small, those fish are really aggressive. Home from what is the strangest lake I've ever fished in Ontario. It is going to be an interesting event on Sunday. I'm actually really excited to fish it. It's kind of like the out of the norm for us guys who fish tournaments, because usually it's a race to 20 pounds, and Sunday it's gonna be like a race to who can get 5 12 inchers and maybe a 3 pounder. 3 pounder go a long way in that lake. Now I just got home. I got to clean out the truck. 2 things we got to go over. Last night I was sitting in my boat at 10 p.m. Guys who watched the vlog know that my truck got broken into last night. I'm sitting in here answering emails. I really like to hang out in my boat, oddly, but I hear the latch on my truck bounce. 3 kids walk by. 1 little girl is gonna steal poor Emma's scooter, and I said, hey, what's up? And they went running up the street. So, kids, stay out of people's vehicles. Don't steal their stuff. Before, somebody stole my ownerships to everything, my 40 bucks and a fishing reel. So stay out of it. I called the police back, and they're gonna take care of this. Big shout out to the Portal Police. I got in, I was on the phone, I got excited. LiveTarget sent me a package. I'm so excited about this. Just came out at ICAST. We've got lipless crankbait, perch couple, color, but this is what I really wanted to try. Check these out. Hollow body craws. This is what everybody's been talking about. I'm really, really excited to try these out. I'm gonna open this one. It's like a flipping jig, but it's not a flipping jig. Weighted in the back, and you just hop that along bottom. Man, I am ultra excited to use these. It's such a cool concept. It looks so lifelike. Sent me a blue and grayish color in the chartreuse. I gotta figure these out. I think these are gonna be a huge hit, especially no way a deep water smallmouth will not take that. So thank you, LiveTarget. They sent a whole bunch of other stuff too. Some of their new soft plastics, some samples of their new soft plastic, new twitch bait. Pumped to have new LiveTarget stuff. Super great company. I'm ultra excited to have this. Guess who's gonna use this? Isn't that cool? Check them out, LiveTarget on Facebook, Hollow Body Craw. I'm sure you guys can YouTube that. There'll be videos from LiveTarget. We're gonna use this, and I will let you know how it goes. Ultra excited. I gotta clean this boat out. Boom. Kids, don't break into my truck anymore. I won't get you in trouble this time. Well, for being a cold front, maybe there's bigger fish in that lake than I think there is. There was a pretty good cold front that went through last night. Maybe the big girls just didn't bite, but Scotty Walton told me, I stopped and talked to Scotty on the way home. He fished there about 10 years ago, and the exact same thing happened. He got there, he did get a 4-4, which put him over good sack, but he said everybody, there was 2 good fish weighed in that clubby, and everybody else had 12 inches. It's gonna be an interesting event. I'm actually pretty excited about this one. I'll grind it out, small fish event, looking for 1 big kicker. Anybody's ball game. I had a question yesterday come through. If I could do anything differently this weekend at the Rice Lake event, what would I have done? Day 1, I'd have done the same plan. Day 2, I feel like I should have known better, and with the bluebird skies, I should have gave those river fish the morning to set up under cover. They would have gotten those trees better and in the deep weed, and we probably should have run to that weed bed where the fish were probably there in the morning, and then as soon as they realized there wasn't going to be enough milfoil there to hide in during the bluebird skies, they moved off. So I wish I would have done day 2 in reverse, fished the deep weed first, then went up to the river. I think that probably played a lot. Would have helped us a lot. I really think that I just made a bad judgment call there, but hindsight's 50-50, man. Like, dude, we could have went up there and busted fish. They could have been all over the trees in the morning and then run down there, same plant, but feel like I should have done it in reverse. Next time, hopefully I don't make the same mistake. Great day. Caught some fish, bit of a tour, learned a new lake. Certainly I didn't not catch as like I found fish. We're just gonna see on Sunday if I can find a big girl. It'll be a fun event. Join a club, get out there, meet new people, you'll get to fish new lakes. It's awesome. And if you're not an experienced tournament angler, you can learn from somebody who's already made a trillion mistakes like myself. I'm going to edit this right now, have a family evening. The kids are all here. Ashton should be home from my dad soon. Ashton went home with my dad since I was fishing. So we're gonna leave you guys here. It's been a great day. Still lots to come. I have to check with Amber, but we might be doing something cool tomorrow. Thank you, LiveTarget, for the baits. I cannot wait to try that whole craw. So much to do, so little time. We'll see you soon.